Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your general monthly tarot reading for the month of July 2021. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, of course, but I want to remind you in this moment, as always, to hit that like button for the video. Do leave me a comment about your individual situation, and if you haven't yet, do subscribe to this lovely channel. But more importantly, when meditating on your energy overall for the month, the message that came through was productivity makes you smile. Productivity makes you smile. And so with that said and done, we're gonna move it right along and pull 6 tarot cards, a simple 6-card spread, if you will, for the month. For lovely Aquarians for the month of July 2021, as I struggle, bear with me. I'm hearing your energy is quite simplistic, and a part of me wanted to disagree, but part of me wanted to agree. And I feel like that's more speaking upon you throughout the month of July, feeling a bit torn with maybe certain decisions or how you feel about this or that. Interesting. For lovely Aquarians, once again, for July 2021, thank you, Spirit. It's a little bit somber. Okay. What else do we have? We have 2 so far. Okay, just want this one. And keep them coming for our lovely Aquarians. And we'll keep shuffling for the last 2 for our lovely Aquarians, of course, for the last part of July. Thank you, Spirit. And we'll pull the remaining and final card right from the top of the deck. We have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm hearing, how complete do you feel? How fulfilled do you feel as well? I need to move towards, in the month of July, or begin to plan to move towards all that fulfills you, or what you expect to make you feel complete. And they're pushing me to say, how do you expect yourself to feel complete in general if you don't move towards what you desire? I need to ask yourself important questions as you develop a certain amount of fulfillment within your life. So we're beginning the month in the spread with a star. I'm hearing, all that you are makes you a star. A reminder at the beginning of the month will come through, or maybe a few different reminders if need be, from Spirit and the universe, that you are meant to be more than you're experiencing, or more than you are at this time. A reminder of what your destiny is meant to be as you move forward. It's also the beginning of the month that sort of sets the tone. And knowing who you are will help you move forward. Understanding a bit better at the beginning of the month, or starting to certain experiences that came to be within the last few months. Allowing yourself to begin the month feeling ultra productive, and remembering that doing an immense amount of healing, or even a little bit of healing, is being productive. Being honest with yourself as you move forward, in order to feel more fulfilled once again, or to simply maintain or begin an amount of productivity. Who are you, and why do you want to be that way, is what I'm hearing. Sort of developing or redeveloping a sense of oneself. And I'm being drawn to this bird right here in the corner. I do feel like Spirit will try to communicate with you through small animals, so just keep an eye out for that as well. And we're moving on to the 6 of Swords. A situation arises, and I'm hearing nobody gets you. It's this part in the month where you feel like those around you just don't get you or understand why you're trying to move towards certain changes or certain desires. A need to, almost a want to explain to those around you who you're becoming or why you're trying to move towards these things. you know, understanding fully within yourself that you need this new level of fulfillment or productivity to develop or continue. And Spirit saying, save your breath, you know, save your energy, your resources. It feels like certain people, at least the ones you feel the need to explain yourself to, won't understand or won't grasp it in this moment. So it feels like even if it's temporary, sail away, right? And it's also in this moment of the month where you might reflect on certain situations that you abruptly or quickly had to leave behind in the recent past. I'm hearing, interestingly enough, dance with confidence. You might feel this sort of playful energy come about you towards the end of the middle of the first half of the month. And Spirit saying, be one with it, you know, be confident in all that you've overcome and all that you've achieved up until this point. Even if at times you feel like your achievements are overshadowed by the complications you deal with throughout your journey along your path. Don't question the path you're going down. And if you do find yourself doing so, ask yourself more important questions to sort of be one with your spirit guides and redirect yourself to a more appropriate path for yourself. We're making our way to the third card where we have the Queen of Cups. It's to make your way to wrap up the first half of the month. And I'm hearing a dreamer with strong intuition. You feel the need to be one with, or you're pushed to by your guides in the universe to acknowledge the dreams that you've had up until this point and they're still developing, and to remember that they're not pointless, right? And there's a certain amount of productivity that comes over you that leaves you happy and content. You sort of redirecting your energy towards something that helps you step in that direction, right? Towards those dreams, towards what you desire. Once again, with what we were talking about with the Ten of Pentacles, what makes you feel fulfilled or simply complete in one way, shape, or form. It feels like for a while Aquarians have tried to be responsible, mature, and acknowledge or maybe put all their attention and resources towards their obligations, and forgetting these dreams and things that make you feel fulfilled, even if it's simply a small hobby or a small activity that makes you happy, right? Remembering to do what's right for you at the end of the day in order to feel fulfilled in general as a whole. I'm also hearing your intuition will shine at this point in the month as you make your way to wrap up the first half in a certain situation that you need to figure out if it's right for you anymore, whether or not to, going back to the Six of Swords, to walk away from it or sail away from it for good or temporarily. We're making our way to the second half of the month and spread the beginning of the second half of the month, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm automatically hearing, as your strength shines, you allow for things to turn in your favor. Moving towards the completion of your goals once again in a confident manner. Realizing that your productivity, however that ends up being for you throughout the month, is helping you feel different in a good way. Your strength at the end of the day is being true to who you are as an Aquarius. And at times that means being very analytical, very headstrong. But there's just so much more to you than people see. And you wanting to express that or simply show people all the different sides of you, but at times struggling to do so. And being aligned with the star. Spirit reminds you at this point in the month to continue to do the healing you need to from all that you've been through, the ups and the downs, if you will, to be one with the process and simply to enjoy the journey along the way to the completion, to the fulfillment you desire at this time. Understanding that that's part of your development, part of the development of you as an individual, as well as your life and the path that you're going down. You're a creator is what I'm hearing, and it's that will inspire you to keep moving forward, to keep the wheel turning in your favor. And we're making our way to the Seven of Pentacles. Your productivity starts to minimalize at this point in the month. Uh, I shouldn't say that given the fact that you uh, redirect it towards your obligations once again. Excuse me as I get distracted. And I feel like this is the point in the month where you do the same. You feel like it's hard to focus, or simply you feel torn whether or not to keep focusing on what fulfills you, or whether or not to focus on those obligations once again that leave you feeling a bit blah or not as complete. And I'm hearing, are you on your way to greatness? Are you on your way to greatness, as I struggle to even get that out? And I feel like asking yourself that will make you a bit nervous or on edge, and it's because you don't want the answer. Or you're nervous or scared to hear the truth, because for some of you feel where what you're doing on a day-to-day basis might help you with this and that, pay the bills, or uh, whatever the case may be for you, but you're not sure if that's leading you to your destiny, right? Staying present at this time is going to be truly key for you as you try to figure out what's right for you. Because the feeling that if you drift to the past, you're just going to regret things too much or stress over certain choices. And if you drift to the future too much, it's going to stress you out about what's to come or what may not come to be. And so to just kind of be and accept that you will fulfill certain obligations at this point, but to remember that you can always, when you choose to, head right back to watering those dreams and making sure that you honor certain fulfillments that you desire once again as you move forward. Being aligned with the Six of Swords, it's this part in the month which will inspire you to continue to question yourself and those around you situations as well. Asking yourself in a very Queen of Swords mindset, what do I have to leave behind? I've done this in the past and I regretted it at times. But to move forward in a confident manner, more so as you make changes and adjustments, will help you, will benefit you to say the least. How come I'm afraid to make certain changes and adjustments as I move forward? Why don't I allow myself to feel confident once again to do what's right for me instead of what's right for potentially those around you? Moving on, we have the Page of Cups. As you make your way to wrap up the second half of the month and the month in general, it feels as if you're ready to embark on something new, or you're taking on a fresh mindset. How come I haven't traveled to this destination, or how come I haven't started this new hobby, or how come I haven't experienced this or that? These kind of questions and thoughts will pop up to finish up the month of July as you try to get a better grasp on what you deserve in this lifetime, or I guess as well who you're meant to be to a certain extent. And I'm hearing I'm an Aquarius and I deserve better. And I felt the need to add I deserve more. Feeling like you at times don't get treated the best, or people expect less from you than you should be expected. Horribly put, and as I struggle, feeling like people expect either too little from you or too much is where I was trying to go. And where are you trying to go, Aquarius? How are you going to get there? Continue to question yourself and those around you as you change and evolve, because that process isn't going to stop. So the question shouldn't either. The beginning of this last part of the month is, or more so just this part of the month is in general, these last two cards. It leaves you feeling a little bit conflicted or just a little bit confused. But Spirit will send a few reminders through others around you, individuals, even if you don't fully know them, to put a smile back on that Aquarian face and remember that you're heading towards greatness, even if you're not fully on the right path just yet. And being aligned with the Queen of Cups, it's also super essential to finish up the month of July that you trust that beautiful intuition and you become one with it moving forward if you haven't yet. To remember that you know more than you think at times, and people need to accept that as well, that you are strong, very intelligent individual, and your intuition, your gut feeling shines when you allow it to. And to remember that just because people question you at times doesn't mean you should question yourself. All right, Aquarius? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.